everyone. I'm Lily, and I'm still here. Sorry about the gap in videos. It's been these sure are times, both just in terms of world events and also personally. It's been a rough little while. Yeah, no, but I'm still alive. I'm still here. Getting through things. And, I'm not going anywhere. It's one of those things where it's like, for me, lately, and today I'm just gonna be kind of a low-key kind of ramble about what's going on with me and whatnot. So, life's been there. It's been really complex and weird and whatnot, and that's all cool. But yeah. Where to begin? So, the main thing why I just hasn't been videos lately is just kind of the issue is twofold. On one hand, the amount of time I actually have to record is actually kind of limited, mostly because, people are around the house more because everyone's in because of COVID, and, they're also just staying up later, so it's like I'm not able to start recording until, like, midnight or later, as opposed to, like, 11, and sometimes it's not even, like, until 2 until I can actually start recording, which is rough, and especially since I know this time of year, since it's almost, when is the solstice? It's soon if it didn't already happen. So it's like it gets light really early and the birds get really loud, and yeah, that's not ideal. So it's like a very small window I've been having to record, and combined with that oh boy, am I completely overwhelmed. So my motivation to record is not high. So the times when it aligns that I actually have the quiet here to record and I'm actually feeling like I'm able to record, it's a tricky spot. But what do you do about it? But no, it's one of those things where it's non-ideal circumstances. But yeah. So I haven't been active on here, but I've been fairly active on like Twitter and the Discord and things like that. So I haven't completely just been away. I just haven't been making videos just because it's one of those things where I still want to make content. Like I've just been working a lot on Librarian Adele and all this other stuff. But I even finally got a stream in yesterday. Stream was on EU4. And I might be in the M21 preview event. I am not sure. I think I submitted everything and I don't see it anymore. So I haven't gotten any information on it, so might be in it. I don't know. Yeah. Thing is, they had a summit thing that was like, there were sign-ups to like the Stream Elements thing like before they announced, and they said like, oh, announce it, and then it just wasn't there anymore for me, so who knows. And if I'm not, that's one less thing I have to worry about. But yeah, but it's just been one of those things where I've been active on there, especially talking about recent events, and I'm not going to dive into it too much on this video, just because I might do a different video about that, but yeah, no, just so you know, unambiguously my stance on this, yeah, Black Lives Matter, defund the police, and all cops are bastards. If you want to argue with me on that, don't. If you come to my comments arguing with me about that, I will just delete them, because that's not something I want to engage with anymore, at least in these spaces. I want to engage with that because change needs to come out, but I'm not going to be arguing with bad faith actors in my comment section. I will be just deleting you. Full disclosure. So that's fun. So I've just been worried about that, especially since everything was going on in Seattle. Seattle has been, it's been a ride. I wasn't able to make it out to the protests because I just have some respiratory issues, and with COVID, it's not a good idea for me to be out or even risking that. I don't think I've left my house in like a week besides like take out the trash, so that's fun. Even for like a walk. I really should go on a walk more. I'm in a suburb, I can stay away from people enough that it is an issue. But, so I wasn't able to make it out to the protests or anything, but I know some of my friends were, and keeping tabs on them, keeping tabs on other people, and just kind of doing that. And I did a bunch of stuff on Twitter, just kind of with that, and doing what I can, which doesn't feel like a lot of the time. Oh, hi, I'm kind of melancholy right now. So all that's going on, and yeah, so dealing with that. COVID's ongoing, which is always a worry, and dealing with that. I'm worried because I have family in Texas and they're all opening up again, and I'm just like, Grandma, no, please, just be careful. I'm worried about you, and all that. And then recently my dad was having some back problems, and he just had surgery a few days ago to get his kidney out. So that's fun. The kidney was not related to back problems. Those aren't related. It's just when they were looking at the back problems, they found some issues with his kidney. He should be okay. But that's just been stressful the last 2 days. Well, he finally comes home tomorrow, so that'd be nice to have him around again. So that was scary. Things are busy, like, I don't know, my mom had a birthday, and my sister graduated from college. Yay! I'm the one person in my family without a bachelor's degree now. Ooh, 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 ooh. What? That doesn't bug me, sort of, that I never finished that. What? I don't know what we're talking about. Hi. But no, I'm really proud of her. I'm really happy for her. Bachelor's of History. But no, she did a good job. But yeah, no, so all that's just been going on. It's just been super busy, and I've just been trying to keep myself busy best I can. I miss my girlfriend. I miss her so much. Although, she sent me a bunch of flowers, and it's so pretty and nice, and I love her so much. Like, so much, and I can't wait to see her again, but with everything going on, it's gonna be taken. I don't know when I'm able to see her again. Darn, being responsible and all that. That dripped water all over me. They're just in a vase over here. Yeah, so all that's been going on. I miss her dearly. Yeah. But no, it's just been one of those things where it's just been a lot going on, and there's ongoing stuff of like just being worried about like with my career shift over to like programming and stuff like that, and this has thrown a wrench into all that, and being stuck in a space that's kind of too small for me, and not having is like kind of just being around people all the time, which is not my ideal state of being. So it's just been a lot. I want to get some sewing done, but I need to get fabric. But it's like, yeah, I can order fabric, but it's like, it's not the same if you're like going through, because like, yeah, if you know exactly what you want to make, yeah, you can order the stuff you want to make, but like, I don't know what I want to make. I want to like browse the fabrics in person and see them against real light and not just pictures, and I don't know. Oh, because I want to make some more dresses and whatnot. Oh. This has been a long year so far. 6 months ago. But yeah, no, so I've just been dealing with a lot, but all the while, I'm making it through. I'm hanging in there. I hope everyone's staying safe. Be safe, be aware. COVID's still a thing. Be responsible. really worried about the US because, oh boy, is it not going great, and is the people not taking it seriously, so that's kind of scary. Ooh, 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 ooh. Combined with any sort of coordinated response, that as kind of a problem. Do. Hi. I am numb to terror because, oh boy, is the world terrifying right now. Yeah. But no. And then the actual channel related stuff, and then there's all the drama related to magic and all that going on. So that's a thing. I might make a video on that. I'm not gonna do it this time because that's one where I have one more consolidated thoughts. But again, I've been posting a lot and resharing a lot of stuff that's going on there if you check my Twitter. Yeah. So that's there. So there's been just like a lot of drama with it's not so much drama, but it's just been the really legitimate concerns about like Blizzard's handling of race and whatnot and other issues with it being a predominantly white corporation, and things like that. So that's been all going on. M21 and Jumpstart look cool though. I'm excited for those. I'm really excited for Jumpstart for Historic Brawl. That's gonna be a blast. I've been really enjoying Historic Brawl. Miranda and I have been playing quite frequently. We've been playing at least a few matches, like most days actually, and been having a lot of fun. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. So what else? I been going through and worried about the people I love. Normal things. Wish they weren't normal, but nowadays they're normal. Hi, Lily, stop being so melancholy. But most of my time I've been working on Librarian Adele. For those of you who aren't around, it's the game I've been making with a small team of people about building and managing a magical library. So it's a kind of community sim game. So thinking kind of the same genres of like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley and those sort of games where you're like a person in this community doing the thing, but the thing you're doing in the community is you're kind of running like the museum or in library in that sort of setting. So I'm really excited with how that's coming along. No, it's been really good. Both from a technical standpoint and how we're actually progressing, it's looking more and more like a game. We're continuing the march to alpha. Our very, very lenient goal is a demoable alpha by the end of the year. Hopefully we'll be able to get that significantly sooner than then. But that's our goal, is demoable alpha by the beginning of the year. Because kind of the idea of like alpha being like, hey, this is a game we're willing to show off and say this is a game, and at least the early game is fleshed out and good and starting to look like it's going to be. And then into beta, when we're actually like comfortable with like actually giving out like full copies to people outside of the project to try out and take a spin, and that's when we'll start thinking about like, are we going to monetize this and questions like that in the future. But we're just getting one step at a time. We're getting to monetization. Not monetization, why did you say that? We're getting to alpha. That's what we're thinking about. How do you say words? How do brains work? I don't even know anymore. Getting to alpha. But the current project right now is we are in pre-alpha 2.0. I just released 2.0.4. But the whole 2.x series, or pre-alpha 2.x, is we're working towards getting to the point where you can build the initial library. You can get and essentially be able to do all of this without actual any like console commands or anything within the actual game itself, to be able to go get the resources, even if you're just buying them from an initial vendor. Build the library, into the library, put books into the library. That is the entire goal. That is our goal for the initial start of the game. And yeah, that will not start the game, but like that is the core mechanic of like the game is all about building out the library and expanding it, filling it with books and other collectibles and things like that. And I mean, also like improving your skills to be able to do that better. But as part of that, you get to, but like the core of that is build the library, put books in the library. And once we have that in place, and after the 2.x, when we move into pre-alpha 3.x, it'll be done. And we can start hanging all the other features off of that and expanding off of that. So this really gets us our base of gameplay. Like pre-alpha 1.x was all about the base of code, like this is the base of the engine, and now we're actually moving to the base of the gameplay, where you can actually start doing things, like you can move between doors and open doors now and like enter buildings and whatnot right now. So it's like slowly but surely becoming an actual game. You no longer walk through an empty void as the main source of gameplay. It's actually stuff there, and it's actually bounded, so it's actually like actual zones and whatnot. So it's increasingly look better and better all. At the end of 2.0, I'll probably definitely do a video on it. Yeah. So that's cool. I might actually even just do like at the end of each version. So like at the end of like 2.0 is done, I'll do a video when I'm finished with 2.1, because that'd be a neat little video, just kind of like a dev diary, like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we've been doing, this is what we've been working on, and that's cool. So the technical aspects coming along nicely, but even just off the actual design and planning standpoints is looking really good. We have a really nice flowchart. We have like flowcharts and stuff set up for like the entire like gameplay and resource flow of how the actual game's gonna work, which is really nice to have. Next week we're doing the actual presentation for how we want the player progression skill system to work, and I have like a 12-page write-up of various systems I'm proposing and variations that are up on those systems and how that's gonna work. It's not gonna be that complicated. It's mostly like, here's the system, this is how it works, here are the skills being involved, and here are the your like example like perks and stuff you might have to like kind of force myself to write this, not because all this information is needed for the decision to run this system, but to kind of like, if I can write this and give enough examples and explanations, then this skill system is probably deep enough. And also, in writing it, I was able to come up with questions that I have for the system and change the system just by going in depth. Documentation is important and very useful to have. Do your documentation. So that's good. Starting to also work with the artists, and just trying to get that look going and trying to just feel out what we want the visual aesthetic of the game to look like. With it like in styles and palettes and how the UX to factor into that. The soundtrack is sounding fantastic. And Bucket's doing a fantastic job. I'm really excited for that. And yeah, no, it's really excited. I'm really happy with the project's going on. And always for that, like, you link in the description, I'll link the Twitter of Librarian Adele if you want to keep up with the project. Yeah. One thing I actually did on Twitter that, sure I'll do this on this video, is, I just had an open thing where it's like, in addition to like doing all the main development, I've also just worked slowly but surely filling out the books for the game. I did a video on like writing some books for it. We're almost a third of the way done, because by beta we want to have 1,000 books in the game. We're about 320 right now, so that's exciting. So once we're at once we're at 320 games, once we're at we want to keep getting to 1,000 books, which will be nice. And books, not like fully readable. It's not like a full like book that you get in like Skyrim where you have to like several pages long, whatnot. It's mostly like titles and the description and the premium version description and like author and things like that. So it's like, here's the abstract of this book, but I mean, it still actually takes a reasonable amount. But you can actually go in and actually read the books in the game. Some of them actually have full readability in them implemented. So that's coming along well. So the next thing that is going on is, one thing I did on Twitter a few months ago, actually a while ago now, was I just had to open like, hey, you want to just be in the game? Just let me know your name and like or like what name you want to be in the game, and like what book, what you want your like book topic to be. If anyone wants, I'll probably do a open Twitter for that too. And but if anyone here wants to be like, hey, just let me know like what your author name you would want to have and what kind of like topic you would want your book to be on. It's my sneaky way to get you to engage with this video. It's actually not. It's just kind of like, hey, if you want video stuff, there it is. If you want to be involved with that, then I might do a video of that, because that's nice and low key, and it's also productive on multiple fronts. I can make a video about it, and I can actually get stuff done. But speaking of channel stuff, one thing I'm going to roll out in the next week is a huge simplification of my Patreon. I mean, always thank you so much to my patrons and whatnot, but I've been really bad about like doing patron videos and stuff like that. Another one is going to be coming up soon. But I'm just going to be doing a general simplification of it, because there's no reason it needs to be that complex as it is. Essentially, it's just going to be kind of like a, I'm probably going to just have like a $1 level, $5 level, because those are the two things that have mattered, and then like a, probably keep the 50 for the custom video as a quick way, quick and easy way of like, hey, I'll do your custom video at 50. Just to simplify it and just kind of have a streamline it, because also just the fact that Patreon is overhauling some stuff for some tax stuff with it, and it's probably a good time. I've been meaning to do this for a while. I'll be posting the full changes of that on the Patreon probably in the next few days, as well as the Discord if you are impacted by that. Realistically, no one should, because it's one of those things where it's like, I have all the levels and stuff, but it's like, it doesn't need to be that complex. Also need to redo the writing, because I did that writing like 2.5 years ago, and it's aged a bit, and it's not really what to do, and I kind of wanted to rebrand the channel a little bit away from like, the Adventuring Guild theme, which worked and I just didn't have easily, but I don't know, figure it out. But yeah, so that's gonna be changing coming up, just to let y'all know. Yeah. What else? I hope everyone's staying safe, as always. In terms of other stuff, other upsetting stuff of this channel, I'm gonna try to get back in the groove. Just go back to aiming for one a week, and one a week excluding Frankensteins, because it's easy for me to say like, oh yeah, I'll just do a Frankenstein and also not make a video this week, but it's fine. But I want to keep Frankenstein moving along, so if I can get one video and one Frankenstein every week, that'd be good by me. So yeah. Sorry I've been a little bit absent. It's just been, life's been crazy. There's been a lot going on. Yeah. Hope everyone's staying safe. I know I've said that like 3 times, but I worry about the universe. There's a lot going on. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm tired. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful night. And as always, you all have wonderful dreams. Let me know if you want to have a book. I'll also be probably posting a Twitter thread in the next few days when I do that. So if you want to reply to that, that also works. Or you can just put it in Discord if you want. I don't know. If you get it to me, I'll write it down and I'll incorporate that into that. I want to do a thing also where I have it set up, well, I've planned to set up, where if you input your name, if you are a person who has a book named after you, if you make your character name that thing, essentially in the first few days of the game, you'll get a mail with that book, so you'll be able to get the book that's named after you in there. But yeah. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you all have wonderful dreams. Stay safe. May your stories smile upon you.